Greetings in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christos, Jesus the Christ. I want to introduce to you once again how close we are getting to the 70th week of Daniel, the 7-year tribulation period, just before Jesus the Messiah comes back to the earth to establish his kingdom. We're getting mighty close. Actually, what I'm going to share with you in the next few moments is the harbinger, the fact that we have something that is presaging the 70th week of Daniel, the 7-year tribulation period, and I'm referring to same-sex marriage. The justices of the Supreme Court this past week began the looking into and coming up with the evidences that they believe would be the right thing to do as it relates to perhaps redefining marriage. That it would be okay, and in fact considered right, for same-sex marriage to go on, man with man and woman with woman. Now, please understand that what that would do to our society, the Western world, the Western society that's been going on for centuries and centuries, millennia, have always been based on the fact that there is a marriage defined as a man and a woman that come together and they unite together and they then form the family. And that has been the mainstay of civilization for all these thousands of years. And the moment, if it does indeed turn out, and it looks like it may, that we are going to not be able to control the actual definition of marriage, one man, one woman, that comes together and forms a united relationship that is the foundation for family, then we're headed for all lawlessness and everything that's going to get to be wide open for the 70th week of Daniel, the 7-year tribulation period. And why I say that is simply this, that in Genesis chapter 2 and verse 23 and 24, God gives us the foundational truth of the fact that there is to be a marriage that comes together, uniting a man and a woman together as one unit and becomes the structure or the foundation for family. Jesus then reiterates that in Ephesians chapter 5, and he even parallels it to the fact that his wedding and betrothal to the church, which is his wife, that we have in the New Testament period of time, that he likens it and parallels it to the man and the woman, all with female and or male gender nouns that are used and personal pronouns that demand that it is one man, one woman, and they come together as married people. And then in Ephesians chapter 6, it talks about how children should obey their father and their mother, their parents, for there is the promise of longevity given to them in the Old Testament scriptures. I would want to make sure that all of us understand how important it is that we recognize we're about to enter into a period of time that is going to allow mankind to say, I am done with God, I am done with the Bible, his revelation, because if he is no longer there and never was, what do I have to be concerned about? So they will throw to the wind the teaching of the Word of God, God's inspired revelation to mankind, and then allow the room for the Antichrist to come into play, and there he will claim that he is God, worship him, and it's an all different ball game altogether. Folks, get prepared for Messiah's coming. It's closer at hand than you ever imagined. May God bless you abundantly. Shalom.